Oh, hello there, archaeologists. Now it's hello there, archaeologists and adventurers. Welcome back to Indiana Jones the story, and while I talk about some history behind Indiana Jones and complain about things, and just talk about Indiana Jones things. And on today's video, it's basically gonna be the same. That's considering this is about something that's been bothered that I have somewhat gone. I've somewhat been find weird and strange, and that's considering basically just a gripe I have with modern movies. Cause yeah, and a very big one at that, very big gripe, big old gripe. And what is that gripe? Well, it's marketing and promotional material. Now, promotional and marketing. Now, this somewhat has something related to Indiana Jones. And that's considering this is more or less just me complaining about marketing and how it was back in my day, sort of thing. But yeah, and my first example of this would be Star Wars Episode 7, Force Awakens. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Force Awakens. Now, again, I haven't watched it in 5 or 4 years, but say what you will about the movie, but the marketing and promotional material was pretty dang good. Like, remember when they actually compared about when they actually tried to market the movie, and when store displays would have, when movie theaters would have giant posts displays. Remember when the toy sections would have giant displays of Star Wars stuff, and just remember that. Remember how remember back when the new Star Wars movie was something big? Can we go back, please? Yeah. But yeah, because the marketing for Episode 7 has probably been one of the biggest. The marketing and just promotional material was essentially one of the things, because Star Wars was back, baby, and this is essentially me just being on about it. Cause remember when they actually cared? Just saying, can we go back to that idea? Now we only get a few ads and trailers, and I saw I haven't really seen a movie that has that this big of a hype behind it since I genuinely can't remember. It's been this long, and I can't remember. I can't remember when there was a big enough hype train, Jurassic, the full Jurassic World movie. Jurassic World, we both had a bit of a disappointing marketing, because it was supposed to be this new, because Jurassic World was back, but the full Jurassic World had general good marketing, and remember all of this remember the hype behind Jurassic World? Remember the hype behind the full Jurassic World movie? Just remember that. Just, man. And this is essentially just me pointing about don't make it back ideas, but I'm getting to a point soon. Just look at this. Just when they did stuff like this, just remember when they did stuff like this, or even this, when they used to have big displays for the DVDs on shelves. for the new big movie that everybody wanted to see. Remember that? Because I do. Then businesses went, no, the best way to market our movie is to tell nobody it's coming out. Everybody will already know that it's coming out. Right? Now, I just remember how this was. This is essentially just me remembering my nostalgia joining in. Just basically me remember how doing they don't do it. You see, but like, this is when they used to do actual good stuff for like movies, when they actually did like cool promotional material. When like how they treated the toys, the action figures, and how they treated when the movie would actually come out. Then and that's considering, and that's not just like the whole toy section, even though I very much that, but like, know how they treated like opening day with promotional materials, or remember how big the Avengers movies were all doing, like Infinity War, Endgame, and heck, even the fourth one. Remember that? One of my personal favorite, Civil War, when they went all in, like, essentially, like, to me, this was gonna be the final Avengers movie. And remember when they went all in, like, just that, they went all in on the idea this is gonna be the new changing Marvel. Felt like this film would be the big one, the big weeks. About it will change the Marvel Universe forever, or something like that. Or especially now you could make the argument why it's not really like this. It's just because times have changed and we're now at a more digital age as we were 9 or 10 years ago. But counterpoint, Endgame, and that was like 6 years ago? Endgame was half a decade. Man! But this is essentially my point. This is basically why I think Indy 5 failed. And it isn't because, it's woke, it's bad, or like there was something else. It's because it didn't add any good marketing. I don't think Indy 5 has been one of the only... I may be probably out of the 10 people that actually like this movie, that actually we remember genuinely waiting for it, and like, even like back then I was like, why aren't they going all in? Like, I feel like Disney kind of just, I don't know why Disney didn't go all in for Indy 5, and like, you would either have to be like a indie fan to know like this merchandising stuff came out, or would have to be like, or you would have to go to like the Disney parks frequently, or if you, because like a lot of it came out either generally had a lot of it just was released during like at the Disney parks, and like Target, and like that's like there was some cool things like this. I can't remember. Like this thing, this was pretty cool, but like this was just for the movie theater. And also, as somebody who collects action figures, man, the toy range for Indiana Jones 5 just in general wasn't really that great. Like, there was some good things and there was some bad things, but yeah. And like, randomly the biggest thing to me was like pre-opening premiere, the one that the only premiere that was randomly on my YouTube and TikTok for you page with all the indie and TikTok accounts going, yeah. I was like, nah. Which was weird. Like, Disney very much wanted Indy 5 to be this big, giant movie. And, like, they didn't treat it the same way how they treated Episode 7. Or how they treated Episode 7, which was a reboot of, well, Star Wars. Or how Universal treated Jurassic World when the first Jurassic World movie came out over 10 years ago, man. Or when Marvel treated the first, when she did Civil War and the Avengers movies. Or yet again, Episode 7, and man, this is just my problem with modern movies, because like the promotional material and the marketing generally some of the best things for movies, because it kind of gives you this creative way and hype for a movie. But now it doesn't really look great. Like, man, can we just go back when they actually cared about the marketing of these things? Of like the hype of like how it was awesome back then to see stuff like this. Like, can we just go back, please? No? But yeah. Especially when now, like, Disney in like 2 years have finally realized that, and probably explain why they have been very much trying. Especially when now, Indy 5 was the weirdest one. Because, like, Indy 5 was a case scenario where, like, Star Wars was still alive, because there were still, like, some things that came after the prequels. Like, there was still... But, like, Indy had nothing after a century other than, like, Staff of Kings. There was essentially nothing to it. And that's just, like, there was essentially nothing after Indiana Jones and Crystal Skull, and then, like, they didn't decide how they didn't look back to how, like Star Wars Episode 7 was still treated like a big thing, and, like, I feel like, Indiana Jones 5 should have had twice the marketing, in my opinion, probably even bigger. That's just mine. And that's considering how couldn't have been. And that's considering this is my opinion why Indiana Jones 5 failed. Like, it's a pretty decent movie. It's still not bad. But that's just but still couldn't have been better. That's all for today, folks. See you on the next adventure.